Hello, I'm Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. It looks like, audio seems to be working. Oh, I need to make it mono. Anyway, if you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Sorry, there was a video that distracted me. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. We love having you with us on our journey. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, there you go. I brought the lav mics home.
Okay.
So it would work better.
So you could hear us.
That's
me.
right.
So you could hear me.
Andrea's on, so is Heath and Jerry.
Hey
Debbie
guys.
says good morning from New Jersey.
New
It's
Jersey.
a beautiful day here, blue skies and sun shining.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Okay. Lynette says good morning. TC's Life says good morning. Meal prep day. Jerry is making some delicious garlic pepper bacon this morning. I don't know why I decided to experiment with seasonings, but I'm glad I did it. Rocking the flavor.
Nice.
Let's see. Christy is on. So is Lisa. Jason. Jerry says the volume is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Lisa says hi, Chris and Miriam.
Can you hear Max in the background playing with Legos?
Probably.
Do you want to scoot a little closer to me?
Why?
Because you're over there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Anyway, Mike's on. Cindy says happy weekend to 8.
8.
Keto Deb says good morning all. Mary Lou says happy Saturday everyone. Irene is on. Rhonda is on as well. So is Carol and Mimi. Treya says hi all. She was having fun with her Blackstone this morning.
Oh, I saw that on Facebook.
Sean says good morning Chris and Miriam. Happy Saturday. Debbie says hi everyone. Frustrating morning with internet issues.
Oh, I'm
man.
Sorry.
Thought I got it fixed before this. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? He says blah blah blah. Insert random witty greeting comment here please. Good job Heath. You did a great job there. Kathy says happy Saturday. Shauna is on as well. Oh, she was saying hi to Matreya. Keto Golightly, Holly is on. Says happy Saturday, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Speaking of Holly, last Keto Palooza,
that we didn't go to.
she mixed up a bunch of Keto Chow and was like letting people try it.
Yeah, I think it was her lunch.
Yeah, it probably
She was just sharing.
And this,
so thank you.
This coming Keto Palooza, we're not going to have that. She's not going to have to do it all alone. We actually rented a house it is in Louisville, because there's going to be a lot of us staying there. Turns out it's almost the same price to rent a house as it is to get a hotel.
Yep.
So.
And there's no pets allowed.
And no pets allowed. I'm allergic to pets, so.
I'm not, but that's okay.
Yep. Denise is on. Julie says good morning. Joyce says good morning. So there's Annette. And Amanda. Carolyn says hello from Alabama.
Alabama.
With the banjo on her knee.
Hey,
Why
Carolyn.
is there random cheese things right there?
I was in the middle of eating them.
Oh, okay. I thought the kids left them there.
But I stopped to put the laundry in, and then I discovered that the dirty clothes needed to be washed. So I started washing the dirty clothes bin, and that's when you yelled at me.
You're talking about all the towels and tablecloths.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I couldn't hear you when you were telling me, because I had the water and the washer running next to my face.
All right. Nan says good morning. Matreya says perfect timing, digesting a little before riding. Okay.
Nice.
Debbie says 3 Keto Chow shakes today. Again today, raspberry vanilla with butter and cream cheese, apple pie with butter, and salmon. Salmon's separate. It's not mixed in with the apple pie, I don't think.
Ew.
Karen says good morning. Carol says when and where is Keto Palooza? So bad news is Keto Palooza is sold out. The good news, well,
Some news.
well, yeah, the in-person Keto Palooza is currently sold out. So if you go to lowcarbevents.com, it's a website I made to keep track of all the stuff because I don't want to have to remember it. So on April 17th, hey, you've got a mini symposium coming up for the ketogenic solution for lipidemia and lymphedema.
Yep, we're sponsoring that.
Sure
and
are.
That's virtual.
Yes, it is.
So if you know anyone with lipidemia or lymphedema,
Yep.
let them know because they're really cool.
Yes.
I mean, the people, the thing. The conference.
Yes, it is.
It's really nice.
I think this one is still happening in Sweden.
Oh, yeah. We should go and find out.
I don't think we're going to want to go there. There is a Keto Palooza that's happening in August.
In San Diego.
In San Diego. It seems like it's still happening. I actually haven't been able to get a lot of information. And then this is the one that we're talking about. This is the Keto Palooza, and that's happening in Louisville. And it's the one that the in-person stuff is currently sold out. There it is. Because they have restrictions on how many people can come to it. But if the hotel opens up additional spots,
Yeah, then they'll open up some more.
yeah. So there's the virtual attendees. Oh, is that sold out too?
No, it says more info.
Um,
The sold out was right above the other thing.
Okay, I think it's sold out. Oh no, it's not.
No, you just have
It's
to
just
figure out how
grayed
to.
out.
Are
Okay.
you sharing?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, that's here. I'll put that link, the lowcarbevents.com. Anyway, so that's the one that we're talking about. Let's see. Where was I at? Okay, Tammy says, good morning all. Making egg drop soup today using savory chicken as my base. Nice. He says, no pets. That's why we did not get an invite. Yes.
Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, because you guys are bringing your dog along. The thing is, I think pets are great.
Yeah.
I'm just allergic to them.
It's just when you can't breathe and you sneeze for days and it feels like you have this huge cold right here in your
It's
nose.
not worth it, Timmy.
Like there's not a lot you can do about that.
Yep. So, have you ever tried not being allergic to peanuts?
Yeah.
Well, I tried really hard. Anyway, TC's Life is making egg pudding with scrambled eggs. Going to add some of the egg to one Keto Chow to see how it works for added protein. Nice. Annette says, my twin works at Keto Chow.
That's probably Lynette's twin.
Does Lynette have a twin?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? I think I actually did know that, but okay.
Annette,
well, welcome,
are you
Annette.
Lynette's twin?
Did your parents really name you Annette and Lynette?
Maybe.
I have such respect for parents that are just really controlled with the first names and just go nuts with the middle names.
Our kids' names are similar too. They're like the same amount of letters. They both end in Y.
Audrey, Haley.
Yeah.
They're alphabetical. All of our children are alphabetical, and I don't think we even planned that. Carla's on. Sonia says, hi, Bears. Holly says, great idea to rent a house. I am Keto Chow booth ready. Brandon showed up. Welcome, Brandon. Let's see. And there's Lynette, but she's, so if you two are twins, well, Lynette is watching this on YouTube. So he says that he's limping. We don't know, but the dog, but she somehow she injured her foot yesterday, and the vet can't see her until Monday. Dang.
Oh, darn it.
Christy says, I'm so glad you created Keto Chow. I've been sick this week, and Keto Chow pretty much kept me alive.
Oh, I'm sorry you've been sick. That's not fun.
Debbie says, no, silly Chris. Salmon is separate to add more protein. Yes, okay. Shauna says, I'm so much closer to San Diego, but all my favorite peeps will be in Louisville. Virtual hug. Carolyn says, you had the best customer service department. Shout out to Jen.
Oh,
Nice.
thanks. Yeah, Jen's super awesome. Our customer service really care about people, so it works out. It works out well.
Yes, it does. Carol, let's see. Lori says, good morning. Hi, Lori. Peggy says, good morning. Have my coffee Keto Chow as my creamer. Delicious. Jerry says, you can't control your allergies.
Yep,
What if I
that's
slit
true.
my eyes really hard?
Yeah. Well, and I know that there are like allergy shots and stuff you can do, but it's like a huge treatment protocol. And this is something that is easily avoidable.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Unless you're on an airplane right behind someone with a dog who thinks that it's a good idea to bring their dog on the airplane.
Well, some people do, and that's okay. You're just prejudiced.
Prejudiced
against dogs.
It's not I'm prejudiced against jogs, but jogs. Oh my gosh.
He had dogs growing up, and ducks, and a
They
pig.
were outside pets. Didn't live with us.
I had dogs growing up too.
Okay. Holly says, Shauna, come on to Louisville. We would love to see you. Shauna is coming, by the way. Annette says, yep, she's Lynette's twin.
Nice to meet you, Annette.
Rihanna says, good morning. Wendy says, good morning. I'm so excited. My first Chow Club box says it will be here on Monday. He says, Chris, I totally understand. Just had to get my digs in before you. Absolutely. I can take it and I can dish it out. So don't worry about it. You don't worry about offending me because I won't worry about offending you.
He'll do it on purpose.
Shauna says, say hi to the bear kids. Will do. Sonny says, hi, Lynette and all the other keto buds. Let's go to, wait, it jumped. Hi, Lynette and all my other keto buds. Okay, I did say it right. Shauna says, Chris, just close your eyes if you can't see them. Carol says, I get allergy shots. The scratch test was no fun at all. I'm now on a monthly maintenance dose. See, that's just not worth it to me.
I think if it was food, yeah, it would be different. And depending on what food, for instance, like one of our neighbors can't have cheese or eggs. And it was hard when he was he's still a kid, but yeah, it was really hard. So they did the allergy protocol and it really helped him a lot. Now he can eat regular food, which means he also eats regular bad foods. But
personally, I just avoid situations where there's pets. Okay, so couple things I wanted to talk about. Number one, let's see, do I still have it on my? No, I don't still have it. A question came up. Actually, a question came up on the Facebook support group about whether or not you can drink Keto Chow right away after mixing it, and then whether there is a nutritional benefit to letting it sit.
Oh,
you want to answer that?
I don't think there is necessarily.
There's not a nutritional.
It's mostly just taste.
It's just taste. And I actually, at the beginning of this, is it going to work? There it goes.
Nope.
So, there we go. So here we have, can I drink Keto Chow immediately after preparing it? Why do I have to refrigerate it? So if you're mixing Keto Chow with cold water, it tastes better. If you're mixing up Keto Chow with warm or hot water, in this case, drink it right away. You can refrigerate it and reheat it later or just drink it. But yeah, the only reason we recommend that is for the taste. That's it.
Yep.
No other reason. And one other thing we wanted to show you guys is a new option that we added. So when you're ordering a bunch of the different sweet flavors, you'll see this new option, the on-the-go 21 meal. It's literally just 21 of the individual packets, and it's not as inexpensive as getting the big bulk bag. But if for whatever reason you want to get a whole bunch of the individual packets, they're all the same flavor though. I wanted to reiterate that.
Yep. And it's for a limited time. We're just playing with it, so tell us what you think about it. And we have gotten asked that a lot in the past, and I know because of COVID not as many people are traveling, but it's really nice to be able to take the single ones traveling because then you don't have to have an open bag. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Tell us what you think.
Okay. Blaine thinks that Christian is my clone. He's not. He's way younger than me. Carolyn says having cataract surgery Thursday, making some Keto Chow shakes for my down days and having Keto Chow lemon custard. So my favorite thing about cataract surgery, if there can be a favorite thing, I've known several people who have had cataract surgery, and usually you're getting both of your lenses replaced, but they only do one at a time. And so usually there'll be a time when the person who has just had cataract surgery will be running around with one of the lenses out of their glasses.
Oh.
I've known two people that have had that, and they're going around and there's like one of the lenses is gone because that's the eye that's already been taken care of.
One of our neighbors was just doing that the other day. We didn't notice.
Yeah, and my AP English teacher back in high school came to school, and she had one of them done, and I actually noticed that one. I'm like, one of your lenses is missing.
Like,
she's like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Shoot. Where did that go?
Okay. TC's Life says, I want the Mesa prize, but I'd have to give away the rest of the box. Okay. Because that's right. She doesn't do sucralose. Okay. I actually did see a question had come up. Somebody had messaged me on like my personal account on Facebook. I don't get on Facebook all that often. And I also don't check messages from people I don't know very often. They show up in a request thing.
Yeah, in a weird place.
Like, I just looked at that today, and there were requests from 2 years ago in there.
Whoops.
Anyway, they wanted to know if we were considering doing any other sweeteners aside from sucralose. Well, we do have the the natural strawberry that uses monk fruit.
Yep.
There will be a video going up later next week because Miriam and I won't be doing the live streams all next week. There'll be scheduled premieres. And we go into some pretty exhaustive detail in that. But so we do have the monk fruit for the natural strawberry, but they asked if there was any way to like be able to pick what sweetener you could use. And I'm like, actually, it sounds like you want the base powder. Because the base powder is all the special stuff in Keto Chow except for the sweet and flavored protein. So if you want a different protein than what we use, or if you, maybe that's what it is, TC's can't use the milk protein. Anyway, because she does use the base powder, if I remember correctly. But the base powder, you can use whatever protein you want, you can use whatever sweetener you want, and you can use whatever flavor you want. And it just adds all of those vitamins to it. So, Julie says, I'm having great results with great. Did you want to say anything about that?
I already forgot what you were talking about.
I was talking about base powder. Okay.
Oh, I wondered, I'm going to play with it.
What, base powder?
Yeah, with
Joe
some other
wants to play with
proteins.
some too.
I noticed you can see my regular hair color because I have to dye my hair. See how red this is? And see how not red this is?
The lighting's not good. But yeah. Anyway, Julie says, I'm having great results with the Great Lakes gelatin for my joint and tendon issues. Very clean gelatin.
Nice.
Sonia says, TC, I can help you with that. Let's see. Peggy says, was there ever a flavor that you tried to make and just didn't make the cut? Several of them. In fact, the worst success that I ever had, or the least success, was trying to make a bunch of the different savory flavors that tasted like broccoli cheese soup.
Or bacon.
Yeah, the bacon flavor, all of that.
All the bacon flavors don't taste good.
That's why we ended up with just 4 savory flavors for a while. People were clamoring, hey, we want more savory flavors, we want more savory flavors. And then they didn't sell as well as we liked.
Yeah.
They are still really great for a base, and they are still really good for baking and doing other stuff. In fact, the ones that are in stock are 50% off right now. We decided to make them a seasonal thing, so we'll restock them in the fall, and then they'll be available until they sell out. Just because we bought too much of it, based on the feedback that we'd been getting. It sounded like people were really going to buy a lot of them, and then they didn't. And so we have a lot of inventory of it, and it's getting close to when it's by the best by date. It'll still be fine after that, just some of the vitamins won't be at the levels that are on the package. And so that's why we're
yeah, we have them on sale right now.
Yep.
And then we also still have a couple of days left. What's the date?
Today is the 27th, so there's 2 days left to enter the tomato basil.
Yeah, to enter the tomato basil
Great Keto
contest.
Cook-off.
Great Keto Cook-off.
I think that's what it is.
Yes. So please do. There was a really good post yesterday of a pizza, a caprese pizza.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. If I show Haley, she'll flip out.
Sonny says, I can often be found evangelizing keto with friends lately. Chow Club is making flavor, trading, and sharing easy.
Oh, nice.
Sonia says, that's common, Chris. I'm an optician. Nice. Well, that's awesome. Carolyn says, I was wondering how I was going to see you. Thank you for telling me that. Well, it's so funny because, you know, most people who have the surgeries done have been wearing glasses for a long time. And then all of a sudden they don't need glasses on that eye. And so it's just, whoop. Let's see. Chrissy says, let's see, Sonia, I did the same thing. Most people don't want to change the way they eat. Okay. Les says, way to go, Sonia. It's like Pokemon cards, but for adults, trading them. Let's see. Julie says, I do like to drink it in the AM when I'm fasting, so I will keep the unflavored around. Okay. John says, I have a coworker start and order Keto Chow. She's watching my progress. Makes me feel so proud.
Oh, yay.
Kim says, I definitely want to try Keto Chow, but can I buy it in the market? I'm assuming you're meaning at like a Walmart or a local supermarket or something like that. Because it's such a niche market, we're only doing direct to consumer via our website and Amazon. It's the only way to order it. It'd be nice for it to be in places like that, but getting into retail requires so much money for so little return. We'd rather keep the cost down and go direct. So, yeah, there you go. Let's see. Shauna says, Julie, good to know. I just like the unflavored variety. And TC's Life says, yep, I use the base powder. Thanks for offering it. Mike said I ordered some chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry beef protein powder to finally try the base powder soon. It was delayed. They ran out of strawberry. I think you're probably talking about the Epic.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I still have to try that.
Yeah. Julie says my Chow Club will be here on Monday. Well, and that was a command decision that Miriam made. The question was whether we were going to ship everything, well, try to get all of the Chow Club, even the stuff going out, priority mail, on Monday.
Yep.
Or if we were going to ship it on Friday.
But we just moved our shipping department to a new warehouse, which is close, but it's further. You know, it's next door, but it's a lot to get used to. So we just decided it would be better to do it yesterday than to do it on Monday when we would have a lot of orders and new people in different places.
We'd rather you get it early than late. Let's see. Shauna says Miriam is always beautiful because it starts with N.
Oh, thank you.
Blaine says, concerning keto chow with an egg mixed into it, why do you recommend not letting it sit overnight? So that's something that Joe has recommended.
I think it'll get slimy. We actually haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it
We
yet.
probably should try it.
A lot of people are like, it tastes terrible. Like the consistency is awful if you mix it up and let it sit.
I imagine it would probably be slimy.
Yep. Let's see. Lisa says, I hope I entered correctly. I think you did. Julia says, I'm having my beautiful chocolate boxes to put presents in. I won't wrap them. Anyone else have good ideas for the box?
That's a good idea.
Use them as Legos? I don't know.
Lego boxes?
Matreya says, I did just the one tomato basil recipe, but I did combine Mike's sauce recipe with mine. Really good.
Perfect.
Shauna says, I sent some goodies in my Chow Club.
Nice.
Julie says, don't do retail. Okay. Christy wants to know, will you be keeping the savory individual packets? Yeah, the plan is, the current plan is to keep those available in the little ones, because if people want to use it, they tend to just want one, not a big giant bag. Unless it's wintertime, and then they do want a big giant bag to make a bunch of soups. So we're trying to not over provision. I don't know. We're trying not to go.
We're trying to be smart.
Overstock.
Yep.
Marilyn says, I entered the contest but don't have Facebook or Instagram, so thank you, Lynette, for posting for me. Carolyn says, I would be very interested in the San Diego Ketopalooza. Will you be giving more info as you get it? My daughter lives there. Haven't seen her in over a year. So all of the information.
Yeah, the info we have is on that low carb events page.
Yeah. So that's if you go to lowcarbevents.com.
We actually don't know the guy who is organizing it. I know Dory.
Sandberg.
What's her name? Oh my gosh. Can't remember.
Oh, dang. I completely pulled it.
I know Dory
Yep.
is helping. And so if you have questions about it, you can reach out to her.
Yeah, and they still have an old video with the old dates. So, like, there's not a lot of information up on their website right now. So we just, colorful keto with Dory.
Colorful keto with
Anyway.
Dory. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't
Yeah, so all the
remember.
information that we
Oh,
have
that's so
is on
beautiful.
lowcarbevents.com. There it is.
I just made that.
You sure did. Kim says, thanks, I'll order the starter pack. I'm fairly new to keto in over 4 months. I've lost 40 pounds. Wow, that's amazing.
Yay! Good job, Kim.
That's a solid weight, 10 pounds a month. Kristen says, when is the orange cream bulk bag coming back in stock? It's really soon.
Yes, we have them on order, so it should be pretty soon.
Yeah, because I tested, they sent me a couple of samples from
to
the
test.
batch, and I tested it to make sure it mixed up properly, and it did. I'm not sure where we stand on that. So
We'll get them when we get them. We don't like to say when because we're never quite sure from the manufacturer. Like they'll say this date, then we'll say it out loud, and then they'll be like, just kidding, 2 weeks later. So we will let you know when they come.
Yep. Peggy says, the month of February, I did Keto Chow Monday through Saturday and made Sundays carnivore days. I felt great the whole month. I'm going to do that for another month. Nice.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing a similar thing.
Let's see. Barbara says, when drinking 3 shakes a day, if you make chaffles, can that just be considered as 1 out of 3? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, if you make an entire batch of chaffles and eat the whole thing. Now, you are getting more
Cheese and
calories
eggs.
from the cheese and eggs, but yeah.
Sounds
let's see.
delicious
Matreya
to
says,
me.
yeah, same. I need a recipe. I need to recipeize
Recipe-ize.
my instructions rather than them in novel format.
Thank you.
Julie says, I did the virtual last year. So many great speakers. I still watch them.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
Ginny says, I did not even notice the difference with the addition of an egg that was added the night before, but I think I'm getting a rash from so many eggs, so I won't be adding the keto chow anymore. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Blaine says, I made my first ever chicken keto chow with
Bacon fat.
the other night.
Nice.
And I got a comment on one of our YouTube videos last night. Can you use bacon fat? And it's like, well, I tried that in chocolate and it wasn't very good. In the savory flavors, it is really good. Kim wants to know, will I ever do the 100-day challenge again? I was thinking about doing a 91, but Miriam has a great fear of getting left out.
Yeah, I have a hard time leaving my kids because when I don't eat, I don't want to feed them. But I feel like they're really important people that need to be taken care of. And even though they're teenagers, I'm still their mom.
So I'm trying to figure something out. Anyway, but yeah. All right. So is there anything else you wanted to talk about this morning?
What's on sale this week again?
Right now, it is the root beer float.
That's right.
The root beer float was out of stock, just like the orange currently is, and it's back in stock now. And it is the flavor of the week. So let's see. Just also a reminder that we won't be doing live streams to Facebook and YouTube next week. We'll only be doing premiere
YouTube
videos
premieres.
to YouTube. And that's because we don't think that we're going to have cell signal all of next week. Like, we're just not going to be able to. So we pre-recorded a bunch of videos. They're actually all scheduled on the Keto Chow YouTube channel right now. And yeah, so, but you can come on and do comments and stuff like that because they're on as a premiere. Peggy wants to know, what year did we start Keto Chow? The very first time I posted about the recipe for Keto Chow was on January, it was either 1st or 2nd, I think it was the 1st of 2015. So.
Yep.
Okay.
I think officially we were an LLC in 2016.
Well, I started it as a sole proprietorship, which turned out to be a very bad idea tax-wise. So I switched it over to an LLC in 2016. But Keto Chow as a concept was in 2015. So.
Yep-o.
Okay. Well.
Hey, everybody have a good weekend. Be kind to yourself.
Yep.
Remember to give yourself credit for those non-scale victories, for those victories of being good and being happy, and la-di-da.
La-di-da-da-da. Okay, bye.
Bye.